And welcome back to Paul Thomas Senior Stadium as we get set for tonight's game between the AppleSox and the Cascade Collegiate League Showcase team. I'm Joel Norman, and we're joined by one of the heroes from this past weekend. Wenatchee took 2 of 3 on the road against the Kamloops North Paws. Brooks Rasmussen, a new face on this AppleSox team. Brooks, we were just joking a moment ago. I knew you were going to be a new player. I didn't know you were going to be a pitcher for this team, though. You start out in left field on Saturday. You end the night on the mound. 4 1/3 innings of scoreless relief. Drove in the game-winning hit. Just the day at the office in your second game with the AppleSox. What was that like for you? That had to be such a unique night.
Yeah, it was definitely a different feeling for sure. I didn't really know what to expect. Coach said I might throw this weekend, I might not. They might just use me if they need me to, and threw me out in the left, and next thing you know, he was just waving me in on the mound in the bottom of the 5th inning. It was pretty cool. So.
Tell fans a little bit about what it's been like. You joined the AppleSox this past Thursday. You told me you did not play any of the games last week against Cowlitz, and you get into action this weekend on the road, and you're just kind of tossed right into the thick of things. Starting out in left field, as I mentioned, Saturday. At what point, you mentioned before the game, you were talked about a little bit about potentially pitching. At what point did you know, hey, I better start getting hot here? There's a good chance I'm going tonight.
Coach actually just looked out to me in left field and he asked if I was warm and ready to go, and the next thing you know, he brought me into the game right after that. So I didn't really know when to get hot, but I'd been throwing all game in the outfield, so I was ready to go.
That was good enough, right?
Yep. So what?
Yeah. Chatting with Brooks Rasmussen, new AppleSox player. He just joined the team this past week ahead of the AppleSox versus the CCL Showcase. And Brooks, what was that like signing with the AppleSox? I bet this is you're a late season addition. You had played a little bit earlier this year, you said, in Arizona. When did you join the AppleSox, and what was that conversation like?
So at the beginning of the summer, Coach had texted me and asked if I'd sign a 10-day deal, and I was already down in Arizona playing, and then I actually had my family reunion up in Leavenworth, Washington, and I just told him I'd be in the area, and he was like, all right, come play for us. So yeah, that was a last-minute thing, but he knew I was in the area, so that's what happened.
And what's it been like so far? Obviously not a ton of instances, but has it kind of been nice getting some work in here in the West Coast League?
Yeah, BP's been nice. I didn't get any BP down in Arizona this summer, so it's been a little bit of a relief for sure, getting to know some new people, some familiar faces now, but yeah, it's definitely been nice to get to know some new faces again. So
I was going to say, it's got to be nice because you're from Columbia Basin. There's a couple other Columbia Basin players who've been signed recently, so that's got to be nice. Are there any other guys you knew on the team besides your CBC teammates?
A few of the Gonzaga kids I knew because I grew up in a family. Gabriel Hughes, who just got drafted by the Rockies, I grew up knowing his family pretty well and playing ball with them. So I knew a couple of the Gonzaga kids, not personally though. That was about it.
What's the message from AppleSox head coach Mitch Darlington been like for new guys like you? You're jumping in a way, you're getting used to the identity of this team. You're getting used to what this team's about, because basically that's dictated by the coaching staff. But the AppleSox are in the middle of a postseason race. What are some of the things Mitch Darlington has told you kind of about how your mindset should be down the stretch here?
Not to be stressed out. Just show up, do your thing. Everybody knows you can play if you're over here, so you might as well just be yourself and not try to put too much stress on it at all.
You've already announced yourself, obviously, to fans with an outing on the road. How exciting is it to be in the starting lineup now and get a chance to play at home here in Wenatchee now?
It's nice now that everybody knows kind of my name a little bit, but enough to still go out there and still surprise some people for sure, so it'd be fun.
Very cool. Well, Brooks, thanks for joining us, and hey, we'll see what we do. Maybe a two-way action again tonight.
Sounds good.
That was Brooks Rasmussen joining us. We'll have more in a moment ahead of the AppleSox versus the CCL Showcase here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium.